my god, it is so hot here. So there's Bucky and I are just like, help me, it's so hot. That's my beaver voice. My beaver does not have a voice, but this beaver has a voice. It's a family channel. Okay, so there's 85-degree bakery, which I want to go to, but it's hot. So I got in at 6 a.m. this morning. I went to the cell phone lot, put out my little car camping thing, and slept for 2 hours with the air conditioning on because I was still an hour and a half from home. So I didn't feel like driving. So I slept for a bit, and that was good. And then I've just been running around. This is what my day is like when I get back. So I'm only back for like 2 days. So then I ran around this morning. It's now 1 p.m. So it's almost time for mommy time. But yeah, so I after that I went to the Trader Joe's. Went to Trader Joe's to get groceries. And then I went to Kroger to get more groceries, and then I went to my Starbucks at Kroger, and they always know me. They're like, oh, where have you been traveling? And the little lady that works there, she's always sweet. She always makes me extra Frappuccino and gives it to me in an extra cup. So she gave me like 2 Frappuccinos for the price of one today, so that's very good. And then after that, I went to go get my mail, and it was great. Like I joined all these class action suits, and usually I get like $1 or something, or like $8 from T-Mobile. And this one was when my vehicle was fixed or not fixed years ago. So it was a automotive thing. And they just sent me like a big ass check. Like not a lot. I mean, it was like $600. But still, I'm like, hey, that's more gas money. So very happy about that. So anyway, so there's that. So I got to put that in the bank on Monday in Bozeman because banks aren't open on Saturdays anymore. Who knew? I don't trust doing the whole like mobile banking thing. I'd rather do it in person. Do a little happy dance. Yeah, so I got one last year for the 3M earplugs because I have tinnitus, and those earplugs they give you in the military were complete shit. And so they had like a $bazillion lawsuit, and I think the person that filed it got like $700,000, and the rest of us got like $1,000. And the lawyer took 40%. It went on for years. It was like 4 or 5 years of having to provide medical documents, and I thought I was going to get this big ass check. No, I got like $600. So it's fine. It's extra money for, you know, putting people in their place. I'm not litigious, but I do join every single one that comes through. I'm like, oh, yes, I went to Jiffy Lube and got an oil change. Let me go join that class action suit. Anyway, so I'm going to drink my Gatorade, which, by the way, science says if you drink Gatorade, it tastes good. It means you're thirsty. If it doesn't taste good, it means you're not thirsty. But I have neurogenic diabetes insipidus, which means I don't produce enough ADH, antidiuretic hormone. So I'm always thirsty. So this always tastes good, and it's as close as I can get to orange squash, which unfortunately I can't bring back on the plane because you can't bring liquids. So I can't go to the British store and go get all my British. Sorry, my phone died. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm drinking my Gatorade. I'm gonna go work out for half an hour on the stair climber at EOS Fitness now that I'm back in Houston. If you don't know, I got a free membership through Challenged Athletes for the rest of my life, so that's good. So I'm gonna go do that. And then I'm gonna go, because I wanna go get Vietnamese food for lunch. So it's already 1 o'clock, so I'll be done by 2, go eat lunch, and then, yeah, then it's like mommy weekend. And then, yeah, just kinda gonna work on videos tonight as well. And some other computer stuff that I have to do. So let me finish my Gatorade. I haven't really eaten anything, I've just had an orange juice and 2 yogurts and a banana. So, because I had kind of a late get up in the morning. I do need to take my vitamins though. Yeah, let me go take my vitamins while I'm drinking my Gatorade, and then head over to the gym, which is just down the road, and then that's it. So yeah, so just kind of my morning through early afternoon. But yeah, this is Asian town. Most Texan thing you can ever have is Asian town. They're like, y'all look the same, you know. But then when I lived in Japan, they all thought we were all friends, no matter what country we came from, because you have Nihonjin, which is Japanese, and you have Gaijin, which is foreigners. So we're all just lumped into the same category, and they use foreign words a lot, but the foreign words they use are also French or Italian, or, you know, and I'm like, I don't know. So but yeah, it's funny, when I was in China, I was on a train, it was like 24 years ago when I was going across China, and I couldn't understand any of the English that didn't make any sense under the Chinese characters, and I couldn't read all the Chinese characters at the time. Like, I can read quite a number of them now because I know Japanese, but I don't know how to say them in Chinese, but I know what they mean in Japanese. Usually they're about the same meaning. Not all of them, but yeah, the woman, like, you know, the conductor, like, kept pointing, like, more angry, like she's like pointing at the English, and I'm like, lady, it doesn't make any sense. It's just letters. I know the letters, but the letters don't form thoughts, and I don't know what it's supposed to say. But I think it might be the restroom. So, but she got really angry at me for not knowing what it said, and I'm like, I get it. Like, you think maybe I know, but yeah. But you know, I've been to 90 countries and I've traveled and all of that, so a lot. But yeah, so I'm now back in Houston. It's humid and hot. It's 100 degrees. But I'm just gonna go work out at the gym for half an hour, just stretch my legs so I can sleep well tonight, because I didn't really get any sleep last night or this morning. I just kind of, you know, re-energized my energy enough to get through this part of the day. But I'm looking forward to taking a long nap later. Maybe just go to bed early, I don't know. I have no idea. But I got my daughter a whole bunch of books. I got her Horimiya. I don't know how to say it, Horimiya. But anyway, she wanted all this manga. So I went to Kinokuniya, which is the Japanese bookstore in Asian Town. And it's like the best store. It's just that it's so far out. You know, we just don't have time to come all the way out here. So I just come out here on my own. But anyway, so I got her some cowboy stickers to go with the cowboy shirt that I got her from this really cool vintage thrift store in Bozeman. It's all like stuff from the 70s, and it's all like stuff. And then I got her some Oh Hello Week, Let's Do This pencils, and they say things like, Sundays we wear pajamas, finally, for Friday. You say Thursday, I say Friday Eve. Happy Hump Day. Tuesday is up for tacos, and Dear Monday, go step on a Lego. I think she'll like those. And then I got her 8 of these books. So Horimiya is a slice of life manga, appropriate for a 13-year-old girl. And she asked me to get her these, so I got the first 8 books. So yeah, this bookstore is fantastic. Oh, and then I got some washi tape because I got her grandmother that book from I can't really pull it out, but I got her this book from, it's all about like the old airline like clothing and stuff. I think it's kind of cool. I could not imagine wearing this to work. It's cute. I like the 60s, but all that wool, you know. So anyway, so I got a busy weekend of just doing all this stuff. But let me go get my self-care done, and then we will meet up a little bit later. I'm running out of memory. I've got to transfer all these videos from my phone somewhere, so I've got to do that this afternoon as well. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff that you're watching. I got to take it all off my phone. Let me go work out because you guys are holding me up, and then I'm going to go eat some Vietnamese food for lunch. I want some pho. Actually, I want some noodles, cold noodles with a bunch of stuff on it. So there's a restaurant down by the gym that's pretty good, but I don't want all those vegetables, I don't think. And they do a really good, like, they have a tofu. I hate tofu. It's disgusting. It tastes like ass. But anyway, they have a tofu dish, but I substitute for chicken, and it's really good. Then there's Pho Tan An, which is like over on the 10 freeway, a little bit further that way, like going back east, and they have a really good mixed one, and I think that's the one I'm going to go get. So I think I'll go over to Pho Tan An because that's a little bit closer to home and get that. So yeah, let me go work out at EO's and just get out of this heat. So I'm going to go make myself hotter, like physically and temperature wise. Morning. I'm not even going to say good morning. It is 2:38 a.m. I didn't know, as I always say, I didn't know there was a 2:38 also in the morning. So it is early. I am heading to the airport because that's what I do. Can I get on here? I don't even know how to get onto the freeway. So I used to work in a churn and burn website company like back in 2011. And we just built like hundreds and hundreds of websites like a year. I worked there for about 7 months, just in between like corporate jobs. And I loved it. We're all kind of like wedged into this little room in West Hollywood. And we were just churning out websites back when like WordPress became more than just blogs. And we did this one project for the 405 freeway. And we had this team in like Serbia or something, I don't know, some overseas like Eastern Bloc programming team that we were paying like nothing to, like pittance, like $1 an hour or something. And all of our conversations were like, what's an on-ramp? And I'm like, you know. And then I had this other development team in Ecuador we're building this dating site, which is a horrible idea. Oh my God, it never launched, but it was a ridiculous idea. It was basically like, you get to like, you know, swipe left or right on someone. If you swipe right, this is before the swiping thing, because everyone still had Blackberries. But anyway, so you swipe, you know, if you decide to click on this person, then all of your friends on Facebook could also be connected to you and get notified that you like this person. And then they'll get a picture of this person and they can all kind of like be your wingmen. And so like you had like the minglers and the wingmen, and it was a horrible idea. I'm like, I don't want anybody. Like if I'm sitting at a bar and some guy is like, can I buy you dinner? And I'm like, yes. I don't want everyone on my Facebook sitting next to me at the bar going, oh yeah, he's a good guy. You know, it's just like, man, like it was, anyway, but we had a team in Ecuador, and again, there was that, you know, there's that language barrier. But yeah, what's an on-ramp? I don't know, but I got on the on-ramp, I'm on the freeway now, and I'm driving exactly 18 minutes to the airport. So I always get a hotel the night before I leave, so I don't have to drive an hour and a half. So I'm only 20 minutes away. I'm gonna go to a Holiday Inn this time. I parked at the Sheraton for 2 weeks before, and it's either Sheraton, Holiday Inn, or Doubletree. Doubletree gives you cookies. But anyway, so now I'm going to the Holiday Inn, and I should probably end up catching the shuttle at like 3:30 because it comes every 30 minutes. So I never get there right before the shuttle. Well, I do sometimes right before the shuttle leaves. Anyway, it's early, so this should be pretty easy. Going back on Alaska, and I'm gonna fly Houston to Seattle. Then I've got like 3-hour layover, much better than a 7-hour layover in Vegas, which is great. So I'm gonna go to Seattle and then fly from Seattle to Bozeman. So maybe I'll get a little puddle jumper again. That was a nice flight, but I get to bring 2 bags. Like Alaska is not like a budget airline. It's a budget airline, but it's not like the budgetest of all the budget airlines. It's not the cheapest airline in the land. So I think Spirit is the cheapest airline in the land. But anyway, so yeah, but I mean, it's still cheap. Like it's been like great, like cost to get home. It's not horrible. But I apparently can bring like a bag and a carry-on. So I'm like, okay, so I've got my laptop bag and my food bag. So, and then I got my new pillow, which I'm not too sure about. For some reason, the strap for the bag is elastic, so it bounces when I'm walking, which is like pulling on my spine. I'm like, this is the pillow that's supposed to make me more comfortable, not irritate me because it's hanging off my backpack. Anyway, it's nice at 2:30 in the morning. There's nobody on the road. But yeah, so I'm gonna go, I'll get to Bozeman about 2:30, and then I'll immediately go pick up my bikes. I got an email from the bike park saying, oh, we're so sorry, yeah, come back on Tuesday. So I'm gonna go ride the hell out of the park tomorrow. I might as well just stay in Bozeman anyway for the week. I just need to confirm that Vince gets paid. Actually, it's John's the son of Vince, but yeah, that Vince gets paid. Oh, why are you falling down? Come back up, there we go. Sorry, I need a new phone holder. That's gonna be my next project, is to find a decent phone holder that doesn't like fall apart on me, like tacos. Anyway, get up there. There we go. Stay. You guys are moving around too much. If you don't sit down, I'm gonna turn this car around. I'm not, because I have to go to the airport. But that light never works because like the kids know that mom and dad still have to go where they're going. They're not gonna turn the car around. You stupid. Like we're not stupid. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to Bozeman, walk 1,000 miles across the parking lot at the airport because there's no ADA accessibility. I don't need it though, but like it's gonna be hot. Go get the van, go get the bikes and go get groceries, and then probably I might work out at the gym later this evening, depending on how I feel after taking 6 hours of travel. I'll try to sleep because the flight's 4.5 hours, so I'll try to sleep on the plane, which should be pretty easy because the seats recline. And then, yeah, once I get to Bozeman, get everything, I might do like an early evening, like just 30 minutes on the stair climber, take a shower, because I didn't take a shower this morning, I took a shower yesterday evening. So I'll definitely take a shower and then go park up and go to the bike park on Tuesday, and let's see what drama is going to unfold. And then that's it. So I'll probably just ride Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, And then I want to go explore the Gallatin Gateway area. I've never been to Gallatin Gateway proper, like the little town. But I want to go up to Highlight and maybe go do some hiking up there. So I definitely want to do a hike. I could do Lava Lake again. That's an easy one. Maybe I'll do that this evening. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe after I talk to Harriet at 6:30, I'll go head down 30 minutes to the park up. Maybe I'll go do an evening hike tonight. I mean, no, because I got a shower. Never mind. I'm gonna go to the gym and shower, and then I'll do a different hike over the weekend. But I've got friends, that live, in Bozeman, so they ride on the weekends. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm actually glad to get out of Houston. I had a good weekend. Harriet and I had a really, really, really good weekend. So check this out. So my child is a genius. Of course, she's got all of my DNA, plus I breastfed her for 5 years, so she's just got all of my, milk juice containing all of my DNA. But yeah, so she's never taken a class in Japanese. She's never learned a lesson in Japanese, but she loves this band called, there's Machine Girl, and then there's Tally Hall. And both of them have album covers with Japanese characters. And so I bought her these plain white canvas high tops, and then these acrylic paint marker pens. And they got here last week. And I said, hey, you're going to 7th grade soon. Why don't you design some shoes? Because she loves drawing. She loves designing her own stuff. She's designed T-shirts, and I've gotten them printed at the mall. And so I thought, well, this will be a fun project. Immediately, she finished a pair of shoes. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, did you write this in Japanese, in katakana, which is like foreign words are in, you have hiragana, katakana, and kanji. And so kanji is like the Japanese characters, the same characters like Chinese characters. And then you have hiragana, which is the phonetic kind of squiggly alphabet, and that's for Japanese words that are written phonetically. And then you have katakana, which is foreign words that are written phonetically. So my name would be, I'll put it on the screen. This is my name in Japanese, so it'd be Jennifer, or Jennifer Timar, like Jennifer Timar, right? So Jennifer Timar, or Jenny. I have a little happy face, like in my name. I always loved writing my name in Japanese. A little happy face with little air quotes. I'm like, I'm Jenny. So, and then, but you would never write my name in hiragana. Yeah, you would always write my name in katakana. But I would also have my name in kanji, which is in my hanko. So you used to have these little bamboo stamps that when you went to the post office or the bank or something, that's your signature. So I always had to carry my hanko. And my boss, his dad was a hanko maker, so he had a little hanko shop in town. And so as a joke, his dad would pick Japanese characters that sounded like my name. So when you read out the characters, it said Jennifer. And so basically, the actual meaning of the characters was something more like, a flower far from home. And it was kind of funny because every time I went to the bank, they're like, who the hell is a flower far from home? And I'm like, it's the gaijin, it's the foreigner over here, it's Jenny Des. So it was great. I still have my hanko somewhere, I gotta find it. But I would just stamp people, stamp their hand and things when I would come back to the States. So I'm like, you get stamped. Anyway, why am I talking about hankos? But they're trying to get away with it. I think it's a great part of Japanese culture to really get interrogated and get them have the magnifying glass out, because I accidentally chipped my hanko and then I got a new hanko, but I signed everything with the chipped version. So when I went to go sign it with the new version, they had to compare the hanko with the new hanko, and I got interrogated at the bank to go take my own money out. And then they gave me a shoebox with a bunch of money in it. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? It's my house had no insulation, no central heating, and it was minus 50, and it snowed 7 months of the year. And I'm like, okay, this is the first world economy. This is a third world country. Nothing in Japan made sense, but you just kind of dealt with it, and it was great. I loved it. So I ended up staying for 4 years. But yeah, you just don't question it, because everyone's like, we don't know. It's just the way it is. Nobody's ever asked us, why is this the way? And I'm like, I'm asking you. Interrogate me, because I chipped my hanko. Anyway, so back to my daughter. So she decided that she was going to write Miracle Magical on the side of her shoe in katakana, perfect katakana. Not only that, but she's a southpaw. She's left-handed, and she still wrote katakana and she's never taken like, she just copied it from, like, she looked at it and she just copied it, and she goes, oh, it's a logo. I'm like, you're writing a whole different language, my child. Like, you're so smart. So unfortunately, like, because her dad doesn't speak a word of any other language, I think he speaks like some Spanish from college, but he doesn't speak Japanese, so I never spoke Japanese to her, and I should have just like immersed her in Japanese. But it was hard because, you know, when you're speaking a language around someone that doesn't understand, they're like, you're talking about me. I'm like, no one's talking about anybody. I would always just listen for my name when I lived in Japan. I'm like, and they'd all start talking a little bit quieter every time I learned more Japanese, and by the end of 4 years everyone would be whispering. I'm like, I know what you're saying, I know what you're saying, I hear my name. So, because they would try to use nicknames and things, and I could still know that they were talking about me. They're like, oh, the girl with the brown hair. I'm like, that's me, kind of, the girl with the curly hair, because I have curly hair, but I straighten it. And so anyway, it's funny. I'm like, I know you're talking about me. Anyway, okay, so right, so I'm leaving today. I'm flying back. I'm tired. I got my big snack bag, and yeah, let's do this. Let's go back to the old Montana, and hopefully I got my keys. That's the worst if I fly all the way back and I don't have any keys, but I know they're at the bottom of my bag. So yeah, I don't take anything out of my little go bag that I take. I need to do a deep clean of the van, so I think I'll do that if it cools down a little bit. But I need to, like, I found a vacuum place. I think it's over on the way. It's over by the VA. So I went over to the VA on whatever day, Thursday. So, or Friday morning I was over at the VA. It's a really nice little thing there. So yeah, I just wanted to go check it out in case I need to go there for any reason. And there's like a vacuum place that's tall enough. And then next to the Duds and Suds, which is where I did my laundry, which I'm glad actually I did my laundry Friday morning instead of doing it this afternoon as I was going to do, because I realized I'm going to be quite tired when I get in. I don't want to be sitting in the laundromat. But I did meet a guy named Joe, and he was going to introduce me to some British people that moved to Bozeman. I didn't have time to go to the British store this time around to get some British food. I was going to bring them some things back because I'm sure they'd appreciate it, but I just ran out of time. I was too tired. I just wanted to get like 6 videos done, which is what I did. So yeah, I'll upload those at the airport. Oh, what else? Oh my god, I'm tired. Anyway, so yeah, so let me go this way, 6.4 miles. Yeah, it's just a straight shoot on the 8 beltway to get to the airport. In about 7 minutes. And then yeah, so that's it. That's kind of my Monday. I've got to do this exact same schedule in 2 weeks. So I'll fly home again 7:30, which is great. I don't actually have to go to the airport until like 5 p.m. So that gives me really the whole day, 2 weeks from now on Friday, and then I come back the same schedule, which is a little bit brutal, like getting up at 2 a.m. to get on a 6 a.m. flight. But I do get into Bozeman at 2:30 in the afternoon, unlike in Vegas where I get into Bozeman I would get into Salt Lake City at like 7 p.m. and then I'd have to start driving until midnight to Idaho Falls, and then the next morning drive, 3 hours through Yellowstone to Bozeman. So this is actually better. So I'll be able to sleep on the plane, and then yeah, so I got this new pillow, so we'll test it out. It's memory foam. I just don't like the little bag that it comes with because it has an elastic. It's just bouncing. But I have these bags from Palawar, which is I got to do a little commercial for them on these videos. I haven't done that yet, but Palawar is like a affiliate. It's an affiliate of me. I'm an affiliate of them. I don't know, but we're partnering, and they sent me a whole bunch of these different little bags. So I've just got to like promote them and stuff. So, and I think they'll give me like not much. So these are the brand sponsorships really aren't that much money, but it's money. So I'll take it. It's gas money. So yeah, so I'm gonna start making those. I haven't done anything. I'll probably do it after like I've finished all these other videos. I just don't know where I can just like wedge it in and be like blah blah blah. Oh, let me just stop for a minute. Jenny from the future. Here's these bags. Yeah, so I just want to do a proper one showing you like how, because they're great bags and I use all of them. I use every single version that they send me, and they're great because they clip in. You can put your snacks and stuff. They're water resistant, so I'll put a link down below, and you can click on it Oh, anyway, you can click on it and then get a little kickback. So it's all good. Okay, well, I'm just babbling. I managed to delete a lot of stuff off my phones yesterday as I was transferring videos, so that's good. And yeah, I've got about 3 miles to go. Really good to go like 2 in the morning when there's no traffic, although I want to go back to bed. So I don't board till like 5:20. I just don't actually know what like gate I'm in. I don't know what terminal I'm in either. So it's not showing up yet. So I need to make sure that I have a flight today, because I have a boarding pass. I have 2 boarding passes. So I'm hoping I can get to Seattle. So we'll see. Sometimes apps don't really update, and I used to build tons of websites and apps, and I hate all of them. I hate every single like app in the entire planet, because when I'm on somebody's website that I didn't build, I always feel like I can make this better. It's like, I can make this make more sense. Like, why am I lost? Why did I get to the contact us page? I'm trying to get to the shopping page. You know, why did my cart reset? So I'm on window shopping, and then I'm going to close the browser before I pay. Do you ever do that? Where you just like put everything in your cart and then just close the browser? I do that all the time. Anyway, okay, so let me go to JFK, which is just fucking kidding. Oh no, that's JFK Airport. Never mind, not going there. I've flown through there before. Actually, when I went to Nigeria in 2019, I flew from Houston to New York on Spirit, and then Norwegian, which is only $400 to get to Nigeria. New York to London, and then London to Nigeria. And it was right after that, like the big like airplanes, the Ethiopia crashed, and there was like 2 airplanes that crashed back to back, and so they got rid of those. I think they were Boeing airplanes. They got rid of those airplanes, but I was supposed to be on one of those, like that type of airplane. So Norwegian was scrambling because we had 2 flights, like one after the other, coming out of JFK at 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. and you've got like 700 passengers or something, all yelling and scrambling. And I was actually on the wrong plane, and I was traveling with someone else, and they were on one plane, I was on another. And so we managed to move me onto the first flight, and the second flight never took off. So I was glad that I wasn't on the second flight. Not that it did. It's not that it didn't take off because it crashed or anything. It's just that they just didn't have a plane for the second flight. So I was very, very fortunate to be able to to get on the flight to go to London and then go to Nigeria. So anyway, okay, well, I'll see you guys a little bit later. But yeah, I had a good weekend. Got so much done. Great to see Harriet. Miss her always. If I could be here 24/7 and just like, you know, put her back in my belly, I would do that. I miss her all the time. It's hard, you know. But it's been this way since she was a year old, where we've got this kind of, you know, we don't have like traditional schedules and stuff, and you know, like we have jobs that, you know, we kind of need to have a little bit of flexibility, but you know, at least I'm helping veterans. She understands what I do and why I'm where I'm at. But you know, I talk to her and text her. She texts me every day, so we text all the time. She'll send me her artwork to put on Reddit and ask me questions and things, and then I'll look up new manga. So she's super happy about her new manga, which is Horimiya. It's not actually a Japanese word. Horimiya is like the 2 names of the main characters. So she's excited to read that series. I got her 8 of those books out of the 16. And then I got her some sticky back printer paper, because I bought her a laser printer so she can print her art out from her phone directly. She's excited about that. And the sticky back printer will enable her, or the paper rather, will enable her to be able to print out her stickers that she designs. And then yeah, she designed her shoes. She's got another pair that she can design as well, but she's so excited. And then we're going to start getting into school year, so I'll probably be back in Houston full-time with the van sometime probably in October. I think I'll spend the winter full-time back here, put the van away in the garage, and then just be, you know, volunteering all the time at school, trying to volunteer. I think I could do lunch volunteer and some other stuff, so I signed up for everything.